Nigeria has the potential to become the United States of America. The country Nigeria has the potential to become the next United States of America. Wait before you comment. In the past 2 months or 3 months, I've made over 10 videos about the country Nigeria. No, I'm not stupid, I'm not a fool. Don't think I don't know what is happening in Nigeria. I don't think I don't know the Boko Haram, or I don't know the bad system, the bad political system in the country, the bad leaders, the poor roads and everything that happen in some parts of Nigeria. But also I know the good things about Nigeria, and that's what I chose to talk about. But wait a minute, if we leave Nigeria and we forget the potential that Nigeria has for Africa, and we concentrate on the bad things about Nigeria, we are going to lose Nigeria the way we have lost countries like Zimbabwe, the way we've lost countries like DRC, the way we've lost countries like South Africa. So many of you don't accept it. So there is something that we can build in Africa, and if we really build it, we are going to find success and to get what we really want. Let me tell you something about Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the countries in the world that has the biggest potential to become a superpower, to become an economic giant in the world, not just in West Africa, not just in Africa, but in the world. Nigeria has a population advantage. Nigeria has oil advantage. Nigeria has industrialization advantage. Nigeria has the most important thing right now, which is the tech advantage. There is so much investment in tech in Nigeria, fintech, everything that is the technology, mobile applications and everything. Nigeria has an advantage of real estate. I think Nigeria in Africa is the country that is #1 in real estate investments in the continent. I'm talking about things that I've researched about for over 6 months right now. The more we push Nigeria to the wall, we are going to make it become a lonely country, and in that process we are going to lose it. These are the two things that are going to happen if we continue coming out on YouTube and everywhere trashing this country and trying to show that we are in support of the things that European media and all the people come out to say about a country that is our neighbor, that is just close to us, that can support us in times of war, that can support us in times of hunger, that we can is just a call away. Your Nigerian's brother is just a call away, rather than the Europeans and the whites that come out to give you the trash about that particular country. Okay, let's leave that aside. It made my channel get reported and I lost thousands of views because of talking about things like that. But of course, let me show you something. Nigeria is facing a loneliness problem. Nigerians world over, I've met a lot of Nigerians that some of them, I wouldn't want to mention names, but if some of my friends watch this video later, the Nigerian friends will understand, of course. But I've met many Nigerian friends that don't even want to leave their hotel rooms when they travel. I've met Nigerian friends that even when you're working in the same workplace, like sometimes in these some other countries like in Asia or Europe, they don't want to leave their rooms, they don't want to leave their apartments to go out because they are Nigerians, because of the stereotype. And what? Because a person is going to tell them that you're Nigerian and you can't do this. Why are you here? Are you a drug dealer? Are you a scammer? You're trying to scam me or trying to do this? And because of that stereotype, they have become so lonely. This hasn't just happened like abroad or in other countries, but even when they come back home, they feel like Africa is distancing away from them, and yet they have so much potential. So what happens next? We are going to have two things. We are either going to have a Nigeria that is so much successful, but they don't recognize themselves as part of Africa, and in that way Nigeria will become like South Africa later, that they will start telling you that when we were building our countries, you were not ready to build with us, so don't come to our country to look for potential or to eat the fruits with us. Or if we also continue doing that, I told you there are two things that can happen. It's either we leave them to distance ourselves from them, and they build themselves by themselves, they become successful and they chase us away, or we distance ourselves from them and we fulfill the purpose of those ones that are fighting Nigeria directly, so that Nigeria can't compete on the world economy. And then in that process, Nigeria will lose, but Africa will lose too. Every country in Africa will lose. Because when Dangote is the richest man in Africa and the richest black man existing, when he invests in Dangote cement in Nigeria, he invests in Dangote cement in other parts of Africa. In the eastern part of Africa, there is Dangote cement. The western part of Africa, the Central Africa, and everywhere in Africa. When he invests in whatever he's investing in, or refinery and anything, the companies that he has invested in, the employees that he's employing, they're all over Africa, not just in one place. I'm just mentioning one person, Dangote. There are several rich people in all parts of the world, but let's talk about the potential that this country is giving us. Again, this video is not comparing against different African countries, and I don't want you to come here start commenting trash and telling me how I talk about Nigeria, how I'm not talking about your country and what. There are several videos on my YouTube channel where I talk about a lot of countries, but I told you one time that this is a YouTube channel that has a niche of changing the narrative of Africa, talking about the most hated African countries and showing them to the world in a very different image. Not just coming out and say that today I'm going to talk about this country, tomorrow this country, the other country. There are countries that have advantage, so many advantages that I'm not going to mention here, that there is no one that hates them for whatever reasons they are. Some countries have even the worst criminals and worst dictators, but they're not hated because of the favor they have or anything they have. And there are some countries that have so much potential, but they're pushed away. And if we also continue pushing away these countries, we are going to lose out. We can't continue coming out on YouTube making videos about Nigeria and trashing a country that has the biggest movie industry in the continent. The movie industry that is competing with Hollywood and Bollywood. We can't keep trashing a country. Let me tell you something. Some of you don't want to accept this, but in the world right now, when you're talking about film acting, you talk about three stuff. If they talk about Hollywood, the next thing they will talk about Bollywood, and the other thing they will talk about Nollywood. So that means that it's competing. By the time someone is nominated in the same category like you, you're on the same level. We can't trash a country that has the biggest potential right now. You heard my friend, one of the people that I really watch so much, African Uncensored, gave you something about Billboard, that they removed reggae, the Jamaican reggae and dancehall, and they added the African Afrobeat. But the African Afrobeat, when you talk about African Afrobeat, 80% of the songs come from West Africa, and coming from West Africa, over 70% of the songs come from a single country, which is Nigeria. So when you say that we are going to start promoting the Afrobeat, that means you're going to start playing Nigerian music every now and then on those platforms. So there is no way you're going to come out and say that you're trashing a country just because you want to get views from people that hate this particular country. But in the long run, what are you building? Because if we keep building like trashing ourselves, talking ill about ourselves, abusing and talking all the rubbish about ourselves, like where is the deal? Where are we taking ourselves? And we also come out and proudly say we want to change Africa, you want to change the narrative, but whenever you're given a chance to sit in front of the camera, you start trashing a particular country and start talking good things about a particular country and start saying, because we are, that's why you see the whites don't like us, that's why you see Americans don't like us. Hey, in the Europe and the Germany, Germany, Italy, Turkey, America, UK, I respect everyone in their own category. But there is a continent called Africa that exists somewhere in the world. And that continent called Africa has countries like Nigeria, Uganda, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Cameroon, Togo. Countries that have a lot of potential and everything. The stereotype that is put on us, the black people, it is sometimes not just put on the whole of the people. They'll just decide a group of people and fight that group of people, and after finishing that group of people, they'll go to another group of people. After completing that, they get another group of people and start fighting that group of people. And I told you in one of my videos some time ago that if you continue doing what you are doing of pushing these people and trying to show us how much they scam and how much they are bad people and how much they steal and how much they are criminals and drug dealers, you may think that you are trying to save the world, but in actual sense you are trying to fulfill the enemy's goals. For example, those things of crime and whatever, Nigerian crimes, Nigerian criminals and what, the highest ranked call centers that scam through call centers and steal the biggest sums of money are in India. But you know what? These people steal money from the most countries that they steal money from is Canada, in America. But you know what? Because they are they are Indians. Because maybe they have something they are putting on the world economy, or because maybe they have a leader that is going to talk for Indians and what. And you know what? There is no Indian that will ever come out making a YouTube video saying we have scammers in our country. There is no Indian that will ever come out and say that I'm talking about call centers in my country, or scammers, or clickbaits, and on what, or bad people in my country. Do you know why? Because the more you talk about the trash, the more you're trashing the country. Because as a student of communication, I learned one thing, that whatever we speak, whatever we give out, it has someone it touches inside. Have you ever listened to a song when you are in a different mode and that song drives you to a different mode? For example, right now you're so happy and you listen to a very sad song when you're driving a car and you nearly cry because of the song. It gives you memories and pushes you something else. That's what they call communication. The stories we tell whenever we come in front of the camera, the things that we speak, they communicate so much. They have potential to change the world. They have potential to build, and in that very way, they have potential to break. So whatever we talk about, whatever we speak about Nigeria as Africans, is going to affect the continent, not any other person. Think about whenever you come out commenting, typing, writing, making a post about any country, but most importantly Nigeria that I'm talking about today, think about it in two ways. How is it going to benefit me, and how is it going to break me, you personally, not any other thing. Okay, not Nigeria, but you personally. How is it going to benefit you when you trust that country, and how is it going to break you when you trust that country? Because one time you may even want to travel, but because of the trash that you keep trashing the country. The criminals in Nigeria, they're so bad, and I can't tell you how many times Nigerians have tried to scam me in several ways, businesses and what. I also remember one time I almost lost my Facebook account to Nigerian hackers. And I have proof, because actually I have enough knowledge of knowing the IP address of the person that is trying to steal me or scam me or steal my credit card money. But I also have a lot of things a lot of memories and a lot of stuff that I can talk about that particular country. I'm not going to be driving to the criminals, because the scammer in Nigeria is the same scammer in UK, is the same scammer in Kenya, is the same scammer in South Africa. The only difference is the Nigerian scammer is so popular, is so much popular, has been given so much airtime on mainstream media, locally in Africa and internationally. That's why you see that the Nigerian scammer is so much known and popular. But the Nigerian murderer gangs are the same gangs in America, they are the same gangs in Canada, in India, and everywhere. Crime is like, it's talked about in the Bible, that there is no small or big sin. You're not going to tell me that the scammers in Nigeria, a country that has just been building itself, but they started talking about the Nigerian scammers and the Yahoo boys over a decade ago, that didn't have so much technology that is more than the people in the United States of America. And the word scamming is in English, it's not in Igbo, it's not in Yoruba. That means scamming and stealing money and fraudsters and what started way back, even before Nigerians learned the internet, even before they learned the computers. So there is so much that we need to do as Africans to change the narrative, not just vlogging. This is a YouTube channel that I dedicated to a different niche. There is so much that is done on the internet to change the African narrative. For example, Wadmaya, the way he comes out, interviews different people, is one of the people that I look up to here. Africa Uncensored, the way he comes out and speaks with different people, with different interviews and bringing out different ideas, and a lot of more people on the internet here. There are so many ways that we can change the African narrative. This is my niche, talking about the most hated countries. I can make 100 videos about a single country, Nigeria. I can make 100 videos about a single person, an African artist. I can make 100 videos about a single country, DRC, and just telling you the good things about that country. The first thing that these people taught us is hating ourselves. Wait a minute, just give me a minute. Let me scroll through my phone. I'm going to give you a quote that I posted on my Facebook account. And this is what drove me into posting this quote, is this particular video when I was planning it. I'm going to read for you something that I posted on my YouTube, on my Facebook. Just a minute. There is no way that we are going to come out and say, oh, I love myself, I love my country, and yet there are things that we are not going to do it. Let me tell you, we are programmed to fight each other faster than we are to love and uplift one another. These people programmed us like we should hate, we should fight each other. Like, don't talk good things about your neighbor. Don't say my neighbor is smart. Don't say my African neighbor is rich. No, don't say Dangote is rich. If you talk, you say, hey, Dangote is the richest man in Africa. No, it's not so rich. And they'll start telling you about how Bill Gates is rich. They'll start telling you about rich men in Germany. They'll start telling you about how Chinese are rich. I'm talking about Africa. I'm talking about my own. I'm talking about the guy that has potential to invest in my country. I'm talking about the guy that I have, even if he's not my friend, even if he's not my countrymate, even if he's not what, he's a black man. He's a real black man, not a white African. Not a white African, not a European African. He's a black man, a person that I have potential to work for at any time in my life, a person that I have potential, I have a hope that maybe one time he will invest in my startup. He's black, he's African, he's in a country that I can go to, I can easily access him. I'm building Dangote, or talking about Dangote, to build my future Africa, to build space for my future children, to make my children comfortable in a continent that has been trashed for several times. Nigeria has potential to become the next United States of America. I can repeat it 1,000 times. Nigeria has potential to become the next USA. We just need to support Nigeria. We need to support Nigerians. We need to stop trashing Nigeria. We need to love Nigeria. I make videos like this one every single day, if not at least more than 4 times a week. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share to your friends. My name is Shammah Benefits. See you in the next video.